Good morning. So, can't catch your breath? Many people have a hard time, quote unquote, catching their breath frequently or just occasionally. And there's many reasons for it. One of the reasons is uh, has to do with the balance between carbon dioxide and oxygen. Let's see here. Some fun facts, real quick. We have about 60,000 miles of blood vessels in our body. Let's see what else I said here. Uh, did you know we have 25 trillion red blood cells in our body? And furthermore, take a line from It's a Wonderful Life. Furthermore, did you know that each red blood cell has 270 million hemoglobin molecules? So, okay, 60,000 miles of blood vessels, 25 trillion red blood cells, 270 million hemoglobin molecules in each red blood cell. And did you also know that each red blood cell, each hemoglobin molecule, can carry, it's designed to carry 4 oxygen molecules. So we have the capacity to carry a lot of oxygen. And quite frankly, most of us do. But why can't we? If you take your pulse oximeter, I've got one on now. I'm waiting for it to come up. The number on the bottom is my blood saturation, and mine says 95. The other one's my heart rate. It just got through working out. Most of us have blood saturation between 95 and 99% oxygen in our peripheral blood. So, and you can get one of these. These are about $20 or $30. You have oxygen. So the problem is, I think it was a Danish biochemist, Christian Bohr, is in 1904. A lot of rhymes here. He discovered through his work that oxygen is released more easily from hemoglobin in the presence of carbon dioxide. So we have all this hemoglobin and oxygen in our blood system, but it's not getting to our working lungs. Our working lungs and our working muscles, our cells in our body. It's just floating around in our blood. It's not getting to our brain as easily as it could. And it's kind of, what do they say, counterintuitive, because we want a balance between oxygen and carbon dioxide. I know we're taught that carbon dioxide is a waste product, and it partially is. But as in all life, there's a balance. So, and you've probably heard a lot of different breathing techniques. Like this is a breathing technique. And you think you're getting more oxygen. You are getting more oxygen in your lungs, but it's not facilitating the oxygen being released from that hemoglobin molecule. And you wonder why you get lightheaded when you do that, and your fingers tingle, and sometimes you pass out. It's because your oxygen is actually being prevented from getting to your brains and to your working muscles. And why is that? Well, it's the Bohr effect. In the presence of carbon dioxide, if there's very little carbon dioxide, that hemoglobin is going to hold tight to the oxygen molecule. They're going to be besties for life. But once we reset our carbon dioxide thermostat, the way to do that is to breathe through the nose, breathe slow, breathe low with your breathing muscle, your diaphragm. It's a little uncomfortable at first, because we have a buildup of carbon dioxide. But we have to get used to that and bring it to its normal factory specs. We have to be comfortable with carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is our impetus to breathe. The lungs and blood vessels send signal to the brain. Carbon dioxide is building up, so we have to breathe. So the brain says send signals to your diaphragm, or some people don't use their diaphragm as much as they should. They go, I can't breathe. So they continue doing that, and they're blowing off carbon dioxide, which is creating an imbalance. So the technique to catch your breath is to breathe less through the nose, light, slow, deep. It takes practice to get used to that. And when you do that, you're adjusting your thermostat. So you're more comfortable with carbon dioxide and you have greater hemoglobin and oxygen become just associates, not besties. So the hemoglobin releases the oxygen so it can do its work because, as we all know, oxygen is king. So breathe through your nose, breathe low, breathe slow, breathe light to breathe right. Coming through the nose, it humidifies, moisturizes, purifies the air with the nitric oxide and the increased carbon dioxide. Those are both antiviral and antibacterial gases. They're vasal dilators. They dilate all 60,000 miles of your blood vessels. So here's one little trick, one little technique, one little practice you can do today, twice, 3 times. When you first get up, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes if you can. Breathe in for 4, out for 6. Breathe in for 4, out for 6. In, out. In, out. Just relax into it. It's very simple. It's very potent, very powerful. So if you're having a hard time catching your breath, breathe through your nose, breathe diaphragmatically, breathe as little as you can, and that's going to create the carbon dioxide to deliver the king oxygen to every cell. All right, peeps, just a little shout out to y'all. And this is Coach Couch with Couch Potato Primal Fit, and of course, as always, shut your mouth and save your life. See ya.